In this video, I'm looking at measures of spread. Now, in my measures of centre video, I went through how to start these questions. We always put them in order from smallest to biggest. In my examples for measures of spread, I've already shown you how to put it from smallest to biggest, so I've given you two sets of data that are already in order from smallest to biggest, but if you have a set of data that isn't in order, that's what you'll need to do first. So I'm going to look at my range, so that's always my largest minus my smallest. I like to write max take min. So my maximum number is 28 and my minimum number is 1, so my range is 27. The next thing we're going to work out is our interquartile range. Now we need to do a few things before we can work that out. So the first thing we need to do is count into the middle and find the median. So we've got 12 numbers, so when we count into the middle, we get 2 there. So our median is going to equal 12 because we've got 11 and 13, and the middle of that is 12. Now, if we get two numbers, we then go on to find our Q1 and Q3, which is where we look at the bottom half of the data, and then we look at the top half of the data. So we put a line down the middle of those two that we found as our median, and then we look at the bottom and the top half. So we look at the bottom, so we get 7 and 9 there. So that means our Q1 is going to equal 8 because that's halfway between 7 and 9. Then for our top half over here, we get 19 and 20. So we call it Q3, and that is equal to 19.5. So we've found the middle of the 19 and the 20. So then for our interquartile range, we're going to do Q3 take away Q1. So we're going to do 19.5 take away 8, and that will give us 11.5 as our answer. So we're doing our Q3 take away Q1. So having a look at another example where we don't have an even number of scores this time. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 scores. So when we count into the middle, we get our median is equal to 12. So then we're going to look at the bottom half of the data and the top half of the data again. So when we count into the middle here, we get our Q1 is equal to 9. And when we count into the middle here, we get our Q3 is equal to 20. Now you might wonder why we don't use Q2. Q2 is the median because it's halfway. 2/4 is equal to a half. So we've got then our range is our max take min. And we had 27 take 5 because our biggest number is 27, our smallest number is 5, so we get 22. And then our interquartile range is equal to 20 take 9. Now that's going to give us 11. Now when we talk about our range, that's talking about the spread of the data in total. The interquartile range is looking at the middle 50% of the data. The reason that we'll do this is because that isn't affected by any outliers. So it gives us a better indication of how spread out the data is as well, and gives us something else to discuss.